What the fuck are we talking about? And I am the man with his dick in his hand, the dude with no lube, and the buck who likes to fuck. A-Rod.
The host with the most Facebook posts. The adult male, fresh out on bail. Straight out of jail, California dreaming. When I step on the scene, hear them hoochies screaming. Fiending for money and alcohol, the life of the West Side. Play it where cowards die, and it's all ball.
Bro, what the fuck you talking about?
Pardon me. Petty, hard, away.
What the fuck?
What the fuck are we talking about? The show about what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is What the Fuck Are We Talking About? And I am the man with his dick in his hand, the dude with no lube, and the buck who likes to fuck. A-Rod.
The host with the most Facebook posts. The adult male, fresh out on bail. Straight out of jail, California
Dicks.
dreaming. When I
Penises,
step on the scene,
a phallic
hear them
symbol,
hoochies screaming.
genitalia,
Fiending for
schlong,
money and
shaft,
alcohol, the life of the West
wanka.
Side. Play it where cowards die, and it's all ball.
What the fuck you talking about?
All
Pardon me.
Sounds funny.
Petty, hard, away.
That was just a bunch
What
of
the
different
fuck?
descriptions of the penis, the male reproductive organ, and all that. Hey guys, how you doing?
Hi there.
I was just doing a mic check. Welcome. Thank you for
Is
joining
Mike
us.
there?
He's there. I checked.
You checked him,
I checked it out.
and he is there.
He's there.
This is WTF. Are we talking about the Manbun Show
Oh.
edition? We both have one.
I know.
Mine's bigger.
It is. It is. Mine's like kind of accidental because I'm just low key lazy and
Yours
cheap.
is very European right now.
Thank you.
Very European.
Thank you. I like it.
Or Last Samurai.
A little bit.
You like the Last
I was
Samurai.
trying to go up higher, but
You can't
the hair in
yet.
the back isn't long enough. This is where it all meets. That's where it's staying for now.
Yeah.
As it gets longer, I'll be able to migrate where it goes. Hopefully, I
Yeah.
get to wear it to the side.
Mm-hmm. Like
Yep.
this one a little bit.
Yeah, but to the side, straight out, and like a mini skirt.
With a mini skirt.
Yeah, I'm gonna look great.
I mean, you could. And your name is unisex.
It is. It is, depending on how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or spell it just. It's
Yeah,
the same
true.
as Aaron or Aaron.
Right. It's kind of how like
Not Aaron. Who said Aaron? Your
yeah,
mother. That's about it.
It's just like in Spanish, there's Julio and then
Julio.
Julia.
Oh, okay. I just call him Julio.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do from now on. Now, Julio and Julia. There it is. I like it.
Yeah.
There it is. But here we is. So last
We
week
is here.
was an interesting week, to say the least, especially on my little endeavor.
You had
Camping.
an endeavor?
Yeah, camping.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it. What did I do with
So-
my phone? Did I do something with it?
I think it's behind there.
Is it?
It's behind the
Alright,
screen. But we went to Knoebels as planned, and our deck that we get is about 24 by 12 or 24 by 18, I believe it is.
Mhm.
So my wife had the idea to get a 30 by 30 tarp to cover everything for rain, because we usually put tarps up in case it rains, because it pretty much always fucking does at least one time. Well, that motherfucker was big, and I tried to say to her that it might be a little too big, and it indeed was. So it was very hot because we had it covered and everything, and it, you know, kind of
Makes it hotter.
makes it hot because it traps air, and we didn't really have anywhere to tie it. Like, there's trees around there, but it wasn't enough to make it work, especially with 30 by 30 area. That's a pretty large fucking area.
That's a big tarp.
Yeah. So needless to say, it rained, and the tarp kept filling up with rain, and we had to keep fucking dumping it, and it was chaotic.
You should have angled it.
We tried. We did everything we could. Now, the way that we had the deck set up, because we're going to have two tents. We had one on one side, and we were going to have one on the other. We didn't set the other one up because my older son, Sean, and his friends didn't come up yet. So when they were coming up, we were going to set the tent up, and we were hoping that would help kind of work, okay? So anyway, Friday comes. No rain in the forecast. We're down at the park, and Eric's up at camp sleeping. And we're down at camp. I'm like, yo, look at those clouds rolling through. We're about to get fucking shit on. Mm-hmm. And, yo, it rained like a half a foot in like 30 minutes. Eric calls us freaking out. He's like, yo, Dad, the tent snapped. It broke. I'm here literally holding everything up from getting wet. So it's pouring. I empty my pockets out. I'm like, April, I'm just going to run. And I took off. I fucking ran. Like, I haven't run like that since I was like in high school.
Yeah.
Or young. I don't even know. But I was running through this amusement park while it's raining all the way up to camp. And I go up there, and sure enough, he's standing there holding up this 30 by 30 tarp in the middle of this deck. And everything's not getting wet, but he's just, it was a mess. So we angled I propped up the broken tent. I'm like, all right, I'm going to prop this bitch up as high as I can, and then we're going to drop down the other side, and all the water will come rushing out. And that worked. I was like, all right, cool. Now we got to, it sounds good.
Oh, we sound awesome.
Yeah, we do. So we got a full fucking, like, funnel of water flowing down, all right?
Should have just drank it all.
I was drinking as much as I could. No, but, so it stopped raining, all right?
Or boofed it.
So after it rained, we lifted everything up, and yo, it literally snapped the 1, 2, 3 posts that we had holding up the tent.
Yeah, water's heavy.
Well, we've had rain like that before, but because the tarp was so big, and because it wasn't tied off properly, like we have always done, it fucked us. Like, so in the long run, if the woman would have just listened to me and just not got the fucking 30 by 30 shit.
When do they listen? Especially with...
She's good. I always give her credit. But and I even sound like it's too big. And I'm like, if you want to buy it, buy it. You heard my I said, if you want to get a 20 by 20, let's do that. And we can angle it where it'll fit over. Like, it'll be fine. And we've done it before, or we've hung 2 smaller ones, and we've always done it. We've gone. This is our 15th time going. Yeah. 15 years.
You fucked up. Fucked up.
The fucked up thing is that the tent broke.
Yeah.
And we're camping, and we have another 2 nights to stay. So we had to fucking drive to a fucking Target, and we had to buy a big tent
this
because
was on Saturday.
This was on Friday.
Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, so yeah.
I still had more days. I had still Friday night and Saturday yet. So because I was like, April's like, let's just pack it up. She's like, this trip's a wash. Let's just go home. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. So we had to go buy a fucking tent, and it was like almost $200 for this tent.
Yeah.
Which I didn't want. It isn't like I just had $200. Like, oh, here, take that, no problem. That sucked, and it took an hour and a half of my day away to drive there and back to get this fucking tent. Mm-hmm. Oh, I forgot there's more. So I got this this pop-up like canopy, you know, like this, just to put over you. Like, they're like 10 by 10, you know, whatever. 5 guys gave me a 14 by 14 one that they never used. It was fucking huge, all right? So we take it to camp. We go to set it up. 3 of the legs all come down. The one is just broke. It just doesn't come down. We're like, are you kidding me? This is the only canopy we brought up. So we finally hammered it to where the half the leg came down. It's broke. I don't know how. It came like that. and we had to put it on a hill. So we angled the fucking canopy, the leg that was broke. We
Kind of on the hill.
put the other one up on the other side and angled on the hill so it was level, and that was good. When that rain came, when it snapped the tent, it pulled down like this and bent the fucking leg and broke the one strong good leg on the other side. So when everything was all said and done, we had a broken tent, so we left all that there. We came up with a tent and a canopy and left with none of it. We left all of it there at the campsite in the trash.
It's like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then taking apart the canopy, it wouldn't come apart. It's supposed to be one of those ones where it boom, 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 and you walk it in and it's done.
Boom, boom, boom. Say, way-o.
Well, that anytime I hear that song, it makes me think of middle school dances. Those were always the shit, bro. You know,
I
middle
never
school
went to
dance.
any of them.
None.
No.
I used to get it in at the Rob ones.
I don't
I
dance.
never missed a Rob middle school dance. I don't think. Actually, I missed one when I was grounded, and I was supposed to meet a girl there, and I kept telling her, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. And the night of the thing, my mom was like, yo, I told you were punished. Like, you're not fucking listening to me. You're not going. And I didn't like stand this girl up, but I kind of stood this girl up.
Yeah.
And
Middle school, I was not successful with the ladies.
I still was. High school was rough, but my senior year I was
High school
doing
was
all right.
also rough.
Yeah, not very good.
Not very good.
Senior year was good.
It started to take off
Yeah.
high school, and then, we moved, so, like, I'm brand new again.
Yeah.
I'm, like, put back in the lowest pecking order of males. They were all clicked up over there, so it wasn't a fun time for me until, like, 12th grade.
Yeah,
After,
that's
like,
senior year.
Yeah, after 2 years of struggles.
My senior year. You know why I think senior year too? Because I was working almost full time. I had like my license, so I was able to have a car.
Yeah, we had the car.
Yeah, and the weekends were lit.
And
We were hanging out up here still.
Yeah, and then in senior year I had like 4 study halls, so I had like 2
Yeah.
periods that I had to go.
I went to
through,
Votech.
and then I'm free.
I had
you know?
English, basic business math, and like some other stupid shit at Allen, and
And I
then I had
have
Votech.
no maths. I didn't make it past algebra 2.
I had a trig. I think was the last math class I had. No, calculus. I had calculus.
I skipped
too.
out.
I don't know what order it was, but I had trig and calculus.
Because I
all the
changed
algebras.
schools. I had algebra 1 in 9th grade or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then when I went to Northampton, then they put me back in algebra 1 for no fucking reason.
Right.
And then I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll take this again. It'll be easy. So I take that, and then after that, I forget what the fuck it was, geometry or some shit. And then after 11th grade, I had all my math credits because I had, like, coming from Allen to Northampton, I had, like, way more credits than I was supposed to have
Yeah.
already from Northampton standards.
Yeah.
So after 3 years of math, they were like, you're done. And then I had like algebra 2 first period in 12th grade. And I was like, do I need this? And they're like, no. I said, well, then I'm not coming.
Yeah, I don't
anymore.
want to do it. Give me something else.
I'm not coming to this class.
I don't want to learn.
No, so I just had like a study hall then. So I didn't even need to be
Yeah,
anywhere.
my I was in gifted honors all the way up to my 11th grade year, and my 11th grade year, well, in 10th grade, I like went to my guidance counselor. I'm like, yo, I don't want to do gifted honors anymore because I want to do Votech, and they're like, all right, no problem. So when I came to school, my first day of 11th grade, I'm like, man, I don't know any of these fucking people I'm with. This is crazy, and I was a senior. I had earned so many credits in being in gifted honors that they put me in the senior classes. And I could have graduated a year before everybody. But I was like, I don't want to do that. I want to graduate with my friends. And they're like,
Right.
you really don't want to graduate like a year early because you have enough credits. You can just take these classes and be done. I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that, man. I want to graduate with my friends. So realistically, like my last year of school was just
unnecessary.
it was unnecessary. I didn't even need to go, but
Right.
I wanted to graduate with my friends. So my last year, that's why I took basic business math. And you have to take English. Like if you're gonna go all 4 years, you have to have English 4 years. You have to have 4 credits.
Yeah.
I already had the 4 credits, but if you go, it's just some stupid fucking PA law or rule, like, or maybe it is a law. I don't know, but they make me take English again. So I had to take another English class, which whatever. And it was advanced English because I took all the English classes. Like we don't have any more English classes. It was weird. I took Latin. I took theory, basic business math, and study halls. Those were the only classes I had my senior year.
I had mad study
That's
halls
it.
too.
And then I went to Votech.
In Allen, I had swimming first period.
Yeah.
I was so tight. And then when I went to Northampton, they didn't have to do swimming because white people know how to swim already.
All right, that makes sense.
They're like, you don't have to do this.
Yeah, it's in your genes. You'll be fine.
we know.
Genetics. Oh shit.
So that was the only thing I was happy about, but I still failed gym
Right.
because I just didn't take it.
Right. I never failed a class ever.
I failed
Never, not one.
gym class.
I got D's, lots of D's. I got like scary close, but I've never failed.
I never failed either. I got D's in math in like 5th grade. Once they started like long division.
English was hard because I can read very well, but like I would read something, and if I wasn't
Not
into
retain it.
yeah, that was always my problem, and sometimes still is. If I'm not into something, it's a focus thing.
Like you just read the words, none of it goes.
Yeah,
through
like
your
I know
brain.
how to read. Like
You're
I know what the words
I know
are.
all those words.
Yep.
I didn't take
Got
anything.
it.
Didn't
Yep.
take anything from it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and I don't know why I do. Like, I've gotten a lot better as I got older, and I've managed to teach myself. It's being self-aware, like knowing that that's your problem. Like, yo, you're reading it. Like I know how to read. I'm just not retaining what I read, and like once you focus, you can retain it much better.
Yeah, I have that problem too because I think I'm mildly dyslexic because of my handiness is weird. So that like when we did that thing at Gabe's
Yeah.
with the whatever the Wonderlic
Yeah.
test thing,
Yeah.
and then everybody was talking while I'm trying to read my test and shit. That really fucks with me.
That was
Conversations
bullshit.
are going on.
That was bullshit.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
I
not-
had
I'm not good at
I had the highest fucking
and
score.
I'm not good at the
And
maths.
John's like, I had the highest score the first time. Yo, we should split it. I'm like, yo, give me a break.
Yo, and then everybody was quiet during everybody else's test. And then when I take mine, everybody's mad loud. I'm like, fuck you guys.
I was pissed. I scored mad high. I scored higher than Ryan Fitzpatrick, and that guy went to like fucking Harvard or some shit. He went to Ivy League school. Not Stanford. He went to Ivy League.
Yeah. There was too many math questions on that. I'm not good with
that
math.
was
I
my-
understand mathematical theory.
Right.
Like
I'm a numbers
I
guy.
get it. But to do
I'm a human calculator.
yeah, to do the calculation is not my thing.
I'm good with that.
I'm like, I don't know, 4.
We went and bought the car. Like we pulled out money, and I'm like, all right, look, we're gonna go. We know how much the car is, with tax tag and title and everything like that. I'm like, it's gonna be around this much. I said we're gonna go with this because I'm gonna go in there and say, well, how much is it gonna be? With thinking that he thinks I don't fucking know how much he's gonna charge me for everything, and then I'm gonna come at, well, oh, this is what I brought. I mean, if we can do that, I have the money right here, and I showed it to him, and he's like, oh yeah, we can do that. So that's exactly how I did it. It worked out really good. Like she was like, man, that worked, and it saved us like $700 and some, like for just by doing that.
Yeah.
But I did the math that quick when we were in the car. She's like, how much is it going to cost? And I was like, well, it's 6%. On it was $5K, so it's like $300. I'm like, all right. And then it was a 3% fee. It's half of that, so it's $150. We're up to $450 and a $300 transfer fee or $300 processing fee. It's $750. Tell me a $5,000 cash. Boom.
Yeah.
Damn.
When
And now
when we went and got
easy.
when we went and got my car, me and my mom went, and like we're looking at the car, and you trying to play the game. Like if you don't want it, try to get a better deal and shit. And then we're like, we're thinking about it, so we go get breakfast. We're just like, we're gonna go get breakfast. They're like, no, please don't leave, because they like feel like if
Oh,
you
yeah,
leave,
yeah,
you're
you're not
never
gonna
coming
come back. Yeah, yeah.
We're like, nah, we're kind of hungry. We're gonna go get
No,
some
I'll be back
breakfast.
thing.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
But
Yeah,
we
sure you will.
actually went to go get
Yeah.
breakfast still. So when we go get breakfast, a car salesman guy from across the street's dealership is eating breakfast there. And he's like next to us at the bar, and he's like talking. I guess he knows like people there.
I'm sure he goes there a lot. Yeah.
So he's talking shit, and then he like starts talking to us because I think he was trying to like talk to my mom or something. And then he's like, "Oh, y'all are going to looking at a car from there?" He's like, "No, don't get one of those. Come to my dealership, get one of these, and shit." So he's trying to sell us a car and
Yeah.
shit. So he's like, "You're gonna go up there?" He's like, "No, let me call. I know them over there." He's like, "I got a guy here. He's looking at one of my cars, cause he's trying to like fuck them out the deal."
Yeah. Well, obviously, yeah. He's like, yeah, don't go over there. Come over here. Yeah, that's fucked up.
He was like, "If you don't give him this, he's walking." Whatever the numbers were.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Shit." So like, we got a decent deal out of that just off happenstance.
Yeah. I like having the upper hand. I've got so many cars that I've learned how to work the deal. Like, you just got to know what the charges are and what the back end's going to be. And even Eric's car, like Eric bought a car and it was on Facebook Marketplace, and he was like, "What should I say to the guy?" And I'm like, "Ask him what his bottom is." He's like, "What does that mean?" I'm like, "Just ask him that. Ask him what his bottom is."
And he's like, "It's my butthole."
Yes. And Eric was like, "I got a car." No. And the guy gave him a price that was $400 and some less than what was listed. I'm like, "There you go, dude." I said, he's definitely willing to work
haggle,
the.
yeah.
Yep. I was like, so now let's go look at that shit. And he
And
made
you
out
know
great.
their bottom's not actually their bottom.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, you're not gonna put your lowest price possible
Right.
up. You're gonna give yourself some wiggle room.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I mean?
He's like, "Oh, my bottom's 300." You're like, "Well, I got 275.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I got
So-
it right now for you."
Yeah. So all in, Eric went and got a car, tags, everything, $2,500, and it's nice. Like, he did all right. He did good. Fucking thing runs. He's gonna go take it to my mechanic on either Monday or Tuesday. He'll look it over. But I mean, we went and drove, and I went and looked at it. I'm like, yo, for fucking $2,200, man, buy that shit, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't have a car at 16.
Nice
like,
little beater.
Fuck yeah. I mean, it's a Nissan Sentra or Nissan Altima, I think it is, a 2006 or 7. It's white. It's dude, for a first car. And he bought it on he owns it. I had to be the co-owner because he
Credit
wasn't.
and stuff.
Nah, he bought it outright.
Oh,
like,
okay.
but it was something with like the insurance. Like, they were like, it'll make his insurance cheaper
Oh,
if he's
okay.
not the owner. If you're the co-owner, and then when he turns 18, it's like a $50 fee to just transfer it over, and then he can be the owner. And
Right.
Boom. So that's what we did. It was crazy. We bought 2 fucking cars in a couple of days, but we did good, man. We
Yeah,
both
you got
did
the
good.
Caddy. I
Yeah.
really like Cadillacs.
Me too. I always wanted one too, and like we were looking for one, and we saw an Escalade, and the guy wanted $500 more than what we paid for this, and April just was like, "It's too big," and I'm like, "That's my dream car," and like I wanted it so bad. It was white. It was fucking gorgeous, but it's cool because I wanted a Cadillac, and like I bought the Caddy, and like the plan was, I was like, all right, I'm gonna buy the Cadillac, and I'll use that to go back and forth to work, and now she can take the Terrain because she always had the bigger vehicle. She fell in love with the Cadillac, so now she's like, it's mine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, that's it, it's settled, because we were gonna look at a Cadillac SRX, which is like the SUV. It's like the Jeep style, actually. It's like in between the Escalade and a car, and I like that. So I'm like, all right, that'll be paid off in a couple of years. The next vehicle we buy, we're going to go to Cadillac as long as this works out. But so far, and this is an 05 or an 06 or something, and it's still like one of the nicest cars I've ever been in. Like,
Yeah.
It's crazy, dude. And we got a really good deal, man. Like, it was only like 2 owners, I think it was, or something like that. And it's been babied. So,
Nice.
yeah, we did good.
Yeah, my lease is coming up too, so I got to make a decision on what I'm going to do with it.
I was going to do a lease, and like, when I got the GMC, the guy talked me out of it. Because I went in there to look at a different Terrain, and when I looked at it online, I'm like, I love this car. And then when I went in and saw it, I'm like, there's just something about it I don't like. And then they had like a new, like, I think it was like an Acadia, like a Denali, and like I could have leased it for like $400 a month. I'm like, all right, I think I'm going to do that. And it's like, the thing with leasing is you don't own it. And like, if you pay on it for 3 years
well, I have
or
the
whatever,
option to own it.
yeah, but then you're paying another 5 years. So really, you paid for 8
Well,
years.
some of the equity goes towards that.
Okay.
On my deal.
Yeah, well, that's cool, because this one, he's like, you'll get something toward it. What he said is what they'll do is they'll assess the car. So like, let's say you lease a car for 3 years, and then they value the car at like $12,000. that's what you'll pay for the car, not what's the value of the car when you bought it 3 years prior.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess that's okay, but I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, and then if you beat the shit out of it, then
Yeah.
it's like, you know.
And that's when he was like,
You
I
have
had
cheaper payments.
He was like, I had this black one with tinted windows. I'm like, all right, yeah, let me see that one. And then he showed me the one I have outside. And I went up, I hugged it. I'm like, this is it. This is exactly what I'm looking for. And I love that car, but I really like the Cadillac that I bought.
Yeah.
And she's gonna she has it tonight. I wanted to drive it tonight. She's like, nah, I'm going out with my friends and I'm gonna take the Cadillac. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right.
I'm probably gonna keep the Jeep.
Yeah.
I don't want to get a newer car. This is like the newest that I'm allowing.
How many
myself.
miles are on it?
What am I coming up on? Coming up on 40.
Oh, if you can pay it off, keep it because you can just have it forever. And if you can afford to keep the payments that you're paying now, or even lower them by getting the loan, keep the fucking Jeep and then get something new in a couple of years.
No, I don't want anything new.
You say that now, but when you pay off the Jeep, you might see something. Maybe
No,
not
I'm going
new,
backwards in time. I'm
Yeah.
going back.
No,
I'm getting an old school.
I seen
Not a-
some
not
nice
a
old
old
school,
school,
but an older car.
You know.
Yeah, less and less people fix them. I'm trying to find the middle ground.
Right.
So I've been doing a lot of research. Like the Cadillacs, more and more people are fixing them, and they can get a little pricey. Yeah, any fucking car
Yeah,
can.
but they're American.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about the parts. They're
Mhm.
cheap parts.
Yeah.
Cheap parts.
Yeah,
If you
that's
wanna
why I
go
like
luxury,
Jeeps too are
Cheap.
American.
You want to go luxury? Like if you really want to go luxury, go Lexus or go Infiniti. Lexus is owned by Toyota. Infiniti is owned by Nissan, and they're fucking really nice. If I don't get a Cadillac
I like sticking
after,
with it. I like sticking. I've always had American
me too.
cars.
Me too.
I've had Fords.
So if I don't go with a Cadillac after the GMC, I'm either going to upgrade the GMC to like a Denali
I'm
version.
either going American or German.
Caddy.
That's all I'm
Yeah.
doing.
German cars are nice too.
I'll go Benz.
I was going
I'll
to
go
buy
Benz.
I was going to buy a BMW. I love BMW.
I'll go Benz.
Benzes are nice, but
I'll get an old school. I'll get an old like 1990s Benz.
you used to have a fucking Benz, the old school one. It was the gold one. I don't know if you remember that. It was
Nah,
probably in
I don't-
'80s.
I don't remember that.
But yeah, he had a Benz. I like his BMW too. That shit's
I'll
tough.
get an old Benz. Or I really, really like the old Jeep Wagoneer.
Jeep is redoing a lot of those older cars. I wouldn't be shocked to see that. Even Ford is bringing back the Bronco. I would
Yeah.
never buy a Ford though.
I like the Bronco. I haven't had problems with Fords.
I know you had
I
your
had the Taurus
yeah,
for mad long.
and you had the Focus, right?
I had the
Yeah.
Focus. And I got the Focus brand new. It was a 2009 up until I got my Jeep
Wow.
in 2019. So
Damn, you had it for 10
I had
years?
I had the Focus for 10 years.
That's crazy.
And I had
That's
I
nuts.
had the
And did it
Taurus.
die, or did you sell it, or what happened to it?
No, it didn't die. I traded. Well, did I trade it? I traded it in.
For like a down
with the
payment
Jeep,
for that?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I put it in with the deal. But I had the Taurus since 2000. Did I have it in high school?
I think you might have got it your senior year or the year
Maybe.
right after, because I remember it when we
So
were
maybe
young.
2005 to 2009.
Yeah.
So a good 4 years, and that was my first car, and I got it for like.
I mean, my dad had a Ford, and he didn't have a problem with it. But like,
it was a 99.
April had problems with Fords, and then I bought a Ford, and I crashed a day and a half after buying it. So I thought it was like, it's a curse. Anything like that. So I won't buy a Ford anymore. And what else did and I won't buy Pontiac.
No.
Because I had so many problems with my fucking Sunfire. It could have been the fact that Matt almost murdered it, you know,
Yeah.
at a very young age in its car life. But who knows? I just always had problems
No,
with
I
that
like
thing.
Fords. Like I love the Bronco, the old school Bronco.
Yeah, old school Broncos are
Them shits
dope.
are fucking awesome.
Like the OJ Bronco, that shit's tough.
Was it the OJ Bronco? Is that the famous? Not
Yeah,
not
the white-
famous because of OJ.
Yeah, but that
I'm talking
kind-
about the
Yeah.
actual car.
Yeah, that style. Yeah, yeah,
I don't like it in the white though.
yeah. No, who would get a fucking SUV in white? I would have got the Escalade in white though. I would have. Oh, so nice, bro. I'll have one
Cars
someday.
now, the new school cars, I hate them all.
Well, the one I looked at was an 05. I love the old body style. Even the Terrain, like my Terrain, the 2015 is the last year they had the flat front end. I love that. It looks way meaner than that rounded shit.
Yeah,
It looks more
I
aggressive.
hate the curvy,
Yeah.
rounded.
Give me that boxed off fucking mean look.
Yeah,
That's why I like
want
the
boxy.
Escalades.
That's
Yep.
why I like. That's why I
Yep.
like the Jeeps, because I like I like the Benz G-Wagons.
Oh, dude, a G-Wagon's up there in my top 5. I
Yeah.
love G-Wagons, bro.
too.
Love G-Wagons. Oh,
And I feel like the Jeep is a poor man's G-Wagon.
I mean, I just think the G-Wagon's just an upgraded shit. Because, I mean, dude, there are Jeeps that are 75 grand.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
But as
My cousin-
as far as like,
My cousin has like a $70,000 Jeep.
Oh, yeah, you can
It's
get 'em.
fucking nasty, bro. Really
sure.
nice. Like, really,
you
really
talking
nice.
about all this shit and you got a man bun, bruh? Yes. I do have a man bun. I am European. I'm a German guy.
And I'm just lazy. I don't want to go to
He's a French Canadian.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Amongst other things, I'm a fucking
So
mutt.
we're
I
out.
really got to do that fucking DNA shit and figure out what the fuck I am.
You're just a goddamn mutt.
I am a fucking
white mutt.
mutt. A white mutt. I am. That's
Yep.
it. That's all.
And in the title it says this is the Man Bun Show.
True that.
So we got our man buns hanging out.
Yeah, I might not be able to make the fucking fantasy football meeting now, yo.
When is it? Next week?
Next Saturday.
Is it really?
Yeah. I think I have to fucking close on Saturday now. So I have to do the show on Friday night, which is fine. But I have to be to work at like 2.
That's whack.
Yeah. It's... Bro.
Just quit.
I thought about it. I'm like, goddamn responsibility.
You don't got that many.
I got a lot.
You only have one small child.
No, I mean, I got a mortgage and like a car payment. And
I mean, you'll get them done.
bills, you know?
You could still flip bricks.
Yeah.
You know? You could still do some.
Flip bricks. Instead I go straight Tony
You
Soprano.
You can come work for me. I'll pay you.
There, thanks, man. Oh. Oh.
Damn, you just got busted on, bro.
How is that physically possible? That a water bottle can overflow?
You can always get money, man. Like if you like had to quit or get fired or some shit.
I'd be all right, but like
You'd be all
it's
right.
not to that point yet. But it's just time. Like they say in wrestling, sometimes you gotta learn a new hold, and that's where I'm gonna go. I'll go learn a new hold somewhere else. I'll go
learn a
figure
new
it.
hold.
Yeah, not a hole. I know all the holes. Even yeah, I know all, even the secret ones. No,
It's not
learn,
such a secret.
learn a new hold. So I'll go figure it out. It's okay. So it's not a big deal.
You could always do
Or I'll make it work either way. I'm not, you know.
you could always do massages,
Yeah.
sensual massages under a bridge somewhere. You know, for like $5 a man.
Last night I was looking into voice acting because I feel like I can do that. Like I had the DJ voice and like I'm able to do a wide range with
Just
it.
do ASMR.
People love that shit. My kids showed me videos of that, of people doing. There's this one chick that
It sounds
makes like
a
edible
porno-
things, and
it sounds like
it's
a porno character.
it's fucking it's weird. It does. Anything abbreviated like that instantly makes me think it's porn of some type.
Yeah, it'd be like, yo,
So
you
when
watch
my kids
ASMR?
are like, Dad, you guys see this ASMR or whatever? I'm like, what the fuck are you guys watching? And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, this is all it is. I'm like, this is weird.
You guys are watching porn?
It's weird for your ears. It doesn't make any sense. It's some of the stuff that catches kids' attention these days is
It's very weird.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I don't know. I mean, we did some weird shit, and there was some shit that we liked that was weird, but like this is different.
It's out of control.
Yeah, out of control.
All the TikTok shit is mad weird.
I don't even fuck with TikTok. I really
But the
don't.
kids do.
I know.
And you watch some of the shit that they're into, and you're like, "What is this?
Yeah, I
What
don't
are
know.
we? What are we watching? You're just watching an infinite loop of a million people doing the same thing."
It's nonsensical nonsense. It's stupid.
It's insane. You know, the NFL's gonna do the black national anthem before games. They said now.
What's that?
I don't know.
I didn't know there was a different.
Apparently there is. So, does that mean segregation's back?
I don't think so. I don't remember seeing that. I don't know.
I mean, if you're singing your own national anthem, you're kind of saying that you're your own nation.
I would agree with that assumption. By like because of context, it seems kind of weird.
Right.
I
Like
would
if
agree.
you were like, we're gonna sing the white national anthem,
They'd be like, "Yo, it's fucked up. Why are you doing
you'd
that?
be like, all
It's
right,
super racist."
we're our own nation now.
Yeah,
Just the whites.
yeah.
So then, like, why are you guys?
That's
here?
weird.
the rest of you.
A lot of labels. Too many labels. Everything has to have a label. It has to have a thing.
Well, yeah, everything is a thing.
It is, but that's a black national anthem or a white national anthem. It just can't be a national anthem
Well,
because
it
it's
used-
you know.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it was before.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of still is.
It was sort of like supposed to be like all encompassing
Yeah,
because it's called the national anthem.
yeah,
And then if you're part of the nation,
right.
that's your national anthem.
Yep.
But now, it's not.
I feel like they should. I feel like an easy way out of this, and I've been saying this for a long time, is just do the Pledge of Allegiance. Get rid of
They
singing
don't
the
like
national
they don't like
anthem.
doing that either.
Yeah, but it's quicker, it's easier, and it's one of those things like when you were growing up, if people didn't do it, they stood there with like their hands by their side, like when you were in school.
I'd
and
never
you're
said
like,
it.
There you go. So it's all right. So there you go.
Yeah.
No big deal. So
I've
nobody
always
get
been-
offended.
I've always been a
There you go. I'm not surprised, bro. I'm not. You saying that on here? Like I never said that.
I've never did.
Really, you?
It always freaked me out
Yeah.
to see everybody standing, doing, and chanting the same words
Mm.
at the same time. I was like, this is weird, and I'm not doing it. I'll stand there, but I'm not saying all the same words as you guys. This is weird to me. So I never did it. I felt like it was like a robot type thing.
Right.
I couldn't do it.
So how's church going?
It's going well.
It's great. Sorry, I feel like you set me up for that. Thank you.
I knew it was going there too. I felt it coming.
I bet you did feel it coming.
I did.
I gave you the old tap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The old heads up.
But in these days and times,
Yeah.
going to church is like the rebellious thing to do because
You're right.
most of the country is they don't go.
Yeah. And like we talked about this before. Religions are different. There are different
Yeah, there's a
religions.
million different sects.
Exactly. And some of them are super fucking crazy, and some are way more laid back, and it's to each is their own.
Yeah.
I'm just busting balls.
I'm all with like I don't know. You know, I'm like hardcore, like
gay.
to rules. Yeah.
Hardcore gay.
Super gay. No, but like into what shit really is supposed to be about.
Yeah.
So like all the fake shit that most people are like have run away from religion and church because of.
Yeah.
Whenever that's going on somewhere, I'm like, I don't want that type of shit.
Yeah.
So where I go, like the dude is kind of like, well, the pastor, he's like kind of like me. He's like real to the book and like the real shit of how it's implemented and interpreted, not like the fake try to get around everything with loopholes and weird dogma. It's not like that with where I go.
The movie The Passion of the Christ, not the Mel Gibson
Gibson
one.
one?
Nah,
Oh.
the Martin Scorsese one. I've never seen it before.
He made one?
Yeah. In like the 80s, I think it is. I found it on Amazon. I have it saved. It's in my watch list either for tonight or tomorrow. But I'll let you know how it is because I heard it's good. Like
Yeah.
the story itself is intriguing, and I'm excited to see how they do it. Willem Dafoe plays Jesus Christ.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Willem Dafoe is?
No.
Wow,
If I seen his face, maybe.
for sure. Yeah, he was in American Psycho. He was in.
He's
so
the
much
main
shit.
character?
Nah, he was the detective that
Oh,
was
okay,
like
wow.
going after him. I understand.
Because I don't know that guy's name.
Yeah, he was in a lot of shit. He was the Green Goblin in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, he's the Christ?
Yeah, he plays Jesus
Wait,
Christ.
if that's the guy that I'm thinking of, his face is insane.
Yes, that's definitely him because he has a crazy looking face. He almost looks like the Grinch without hair.
He looks evil.
Yeah. Yep.
Why would they pick him?
He does look. I mean, from the caption that's on there, he looks like he does. I mean, he's a great actor, so I'm assuming he fucking killed it because everything he's in, he's good in.
Yeah. Did you watch the newest Scorsese thing, The Irishman?
Hell yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's fucking great.
I didn't like that they chose, he has his gang of actors that he works with.
Yeah.
But to pick, we might have talked about this before.
Yeah.
To pick
Maybe.
Robert De Niro to be the Irishman, and they put the blue contacts in his
Yeah.
eyes. I'm like, why didn't you just get a fucking Irishman with blue eyes?
Yeah.
Because it took me out of the character.
Yeah.
I didn't like that part.
Yeah.
But it was good other than that. But that just bothered me.
I watched The Departed the other night. It was on and it ended up coming on, and even April was like, "What is this? I forget what this is, but it's awesome." I'm like, "It's such a good movie."
Yeah, The Departed is a good one.
So good. It's so good. Like you forget how good it is, and then like you rewatch it for a third, fourth, fifth time, and like you catch things in the movie that you might have missed, And dude, so good. Like so good.
There was a movie we watched that's popular now that just came out, the Fear Street.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
watch that one?
Yeah, the kids watched it.
Did you watch it?
No, I did not. You said you didn't
okay.
care for it. The R.L. Stein shit, right?
Yeah, no, they made it gay.
Yeah, it's
Like
that's what you said.
Like
yeah.
right away.
Yeah.
Did we talk about that already?
Yeah, you said, yeah. Because I didn't watch it, but my kids liked it. And then,
But it was shot well.
Yeah.
And but they always throw extra shit in there that you don't want to see.
I think it's called Wally's Wonderland, I believe. It's
They
with
put part 2 out,
with
and
Nick Cage. It's pretty good.
they put part 2 out of the Fear Street
Yeah.
shit. And I think that one was probably better. I missed a bunch of it. But to me, it seemed like that was a better one
Right.
from what I saw.
I know the new American Horror Story thing or whatever comes out soon. You into that show? It's fucking great too.
Nah,
That's
I don't
great.
really get too into horrors.
Oh, I like that shit. That show's awesome. That fucking Creep Show on Amazon Prime on Shudder. That's a great show. They really incorporated the old style from those movies that were done in like the early 80s, mid 80s and into the new. Oh, they did such a good job. It was
I was so mad going up to see Jimmy
yeah.
at that carnival.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, we need to shoot the movie here. Like,
It looked good there. I know. As soon as you shared that picture, I'm like, man, it looks creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
That'd be a good opening scene, like of like creepy music and old school credit, and like it could be a close up and just zoom out real slow, with like all the credit, like with like the, yeah.
It's such good scenery up there.
Where was he?
The Poconos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How long is he there for?
Till like today.
Oh, all right. Whack.
Yeah. But he's always at a place like that. So
Yeah.
whenever he's at a place like that's around the area.
There would be good, like a carnival on like one of those fucking steamy ass nights.
He has
And his
he
property,
owns like
too.
half the carnival.
I know, bro. Mind you got to think about this too, bro. We started off working for Tim, who was what Jimmy is now, but Jimmy has the smart idea of not getting addicted to drugs, which is what
That's
every carny
a
worker
great
always had a
thing
problem
not to
with.
be addicted to.
Not addicted to any type of drugs or hookers and whores, which was always prevalent as
I
well.
know. Well, he is, except for their males.
Yeah. And to him, it doesn't count.
Right.
So it's okay. But no, he was smart by doing that. But yeah, Jimmy worked himself
Well,
from
with the male
we were
hookers-
16 and 17, and we worked our way up to where Jimmy made enough money and had enough clout to buy games and
Yeah.
then in turn go to the people and say, "Hey, I've worked for you for years. Let me get these spots." And now he gets called to come to shows like Lamar did, and he makes 10 grand. Like, good for him. Like,
Yo, he's killing it.
he is. I'm glad. Like, I'm glad to see.
I don't want
like,
to put his business out there of what he told me.
yeah,
Like he's
but
banking
I
and shit.
know.
But
Yeah.
he's killing it.
Oh, I know. Good for him. And like that's good for him. Like he works hard he really does. Like he dedicates his whole fucking like 10-month stretch to that. Like and he's been doing it for 20 years now. So it's cool. Like it's kind of like it's kind of cool to see like that. Like we did that in high school. Like John got us in because and it's just crazy. Like he just owns everything that our old boss used to have and more.
Yeah.
Our boss never had food like that. He's smart. I'm taking credit right now. I hope he watches this at some point. I told you to do fucking food, you dumb shit. You had like 8 games. He's like, I'm gonna buy more games. I'm like, get food. I'm like, sell candy, sell popcorn, sell fucking cotton candy.
Food lines for them.
I know.
Holy
I bet
shit,
I hope he put 1% aside on that fucking pizza joint. Cause I've been telling him to do shit like that for years. I'm like, buy that shit, Jimmy. Yours is gonna be better. You have a reputable reputation there, if that makes sense. I don't even know if I used it right, but whatever. Like you have that reputation with these people, and your stuff is gonna look cleaner. You're gonna have better looking and better quality employees. Like you're gonna do better. Like he's like, nobody's gonna buy candy. I'm like, go to a fucking carnival. You can charge like $8 for a bag of candy that costs you like $2, bro. Sure enough, he goes just to do candy shows now. He used to do dog shows and set up candy stands, and he would set up like funnel cake. And he would sell flavored popcorn at Jew's house where the kitchen is around the corner back there.
Yeah.
That's where he pops all the popcorn back there in the fucking little extra room.
We got some funnel cake up there not from Jimmy. Jimmy didn't have a funnel cake stand, but they made some fucking pretty good funnel cake up there. It was fucking thick.
Yeah.
Like it was like 2 funnel cakes in one. It was like a double-decker funnel cake.
They had good funnel cake at Knoebels. Maya had a good time too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like, I gotta come every year. I'm like, you can come every year if you want. It's super fun. And hopefully, because there's decks opening up. Like, there was 2 or 3 camping spots near us that were open. So, like, I don't understand why they were open, but going into the summer next year, if they're open again, I'm putting a mass message out. Like, bro, we can get a bunch of campsites.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be fun, man. We can have fires every night. And,
I want to get a camper.
Me
I could
too.
tow that shit right on the Jeep.
I can tow it with the GMC. I have nowhere to park it. Like, that's my problem. I have nowhere to store it. You have a fucking driveway and
Yeah.
the property here that your pops probably wouldn't mind you storing it on. But, like, dude, I would love a camper. I don't even need one of them huge mega ones. Just like a 4-person one with a bedroom,
We just
the
need
kitchen, and
2-person
bathroom. Yeah.
And a dog one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they make them where, like, it's meant for, like, 2 people, but it can sleep 6. So, like, Jimmy's dad used to have one, and we went camping the one time. I'm like, how does this work? And it was fucking dope. There was a bedroom. You walked in. Right when you walked in, there was a sink, a fridge, a little stove, a microwave, and a little dishwasher. And then there was a table with like a bench and a bench. And then there was a bathroom right there, like with a stand-up shower and a toilet. And then 2 bunks right across from it. That was the whole side. And then to the right was a full bed, like a bedroom. And the table, you pulled the pin out, and the table dropped down to the level of the bench, and you pulled the mattress out.
It's like a tiny house.
Dude, it was fucking dope. I'm like, this is so cool, man. And his dad had a satellite, so we were watching TV and chill. It was fucking amazing. So I've always liked campers, and that was a small one. I think his dad paid $2,000 for it.
Yeah.
So you can buy little ones, but
they're not super expensive.
no, but they went up in price. Everything did. But
yeah.
when the pandemic hit, they really went up. Like, they almost doubled, because that's the first thing when we had the extra money. I'm like, I'm gonna buy a camper. I'm like,
we might need to live in it one
I'm
day.
like, I'm just gonna store it. I'm gonna store it at my mom's house. She has a fucking huge driveway. I'm just gonna stash it there, and we'll have a family camper. We can all take it wherever we want to fucking take it. And the prices just kept going up and up and up and
You
up.
can still
and-
get used ones for a good price.
Yeah. But that's next on my list. But again, I'm gonna need a place to store it.
We went camping when we were kids with my one buddy. I forget where the hell we went, but it was like one of the coolest experiences you could have. Like, just going somewhere new when you're a kid.
Oh yeah.
And you're just like out in kind of the wilderness, but it's just like a campsite,
Yeah.
probably like Knoebels.
Campsites are great, yeah.
Like a bunch of people go
Yeah.
there. They have
There's like benches, like
activities.
picnic benches to sit on.
Yeah.
There's fire pits. Yeah.
They have like
there's-
arts and crafts
Yeah.
activities
Yeah.
and shit for old people
Yeah.
to do. And like, you're just a kid walking around the whole area is like trying to look for girls and stuff
Yeah.
when you're a kid, and like just like look at them.
Dude, we went to yeah.
Remember
It's
when
fun.
you were like a real little kid, like you just started getting into girls, and you're just like you just want to see them.
Yep. You just went to look. Yeah, I used to when I went to
you
Union
don't wanna
Terrace.
do
That's what we
anything.
would
You don't
do.
know about doing
Uh-huh.
anything. You're just like, I just want to like see a girl.
We would stand at Union Terrace. You know where your mom would pick you up at the top of the hill at the steps right there?
Mm-hmm.
We would always stand up there, and that's what we would do. We'd stand up there and watch girls walk by. It's like, yo, look at the girls.
And you're like, what do you want to do with them? I don't know.
I don't even know.
I just like the way, I just like the way they look.
I get this feeling that I like that.
I like them.
I like them a lot. Yep. Definitely.
That was like elementary school was so funny. Like that going from elementary school to middle school, and then trying to get like girls to sign your yearbook.
Yeah. Yeah, that was well, you know what? It made it easy with the dances. Like I remember that first 6th grade dance like it was yesterday. Like I remember going there with a bunch of my boys, and like we were meeting a group of girls there, and I was like kind of dating this chick too, so I was dancing with a girl. But like when you're in like elementary school, like you like hold hands with a girl in the hallway, and like that's like a big deal. And like in middle school, they were grinding, like making out while they were dancing. I'm like,
It
this
turned
is dope.
up a level in
a
middle school.
Huge level. I was worried about, we get no more recess in middle school.
Yeah,
like,
you
what
were
the
like, what are you
fuck,
gonna do
man?
after lunch?
Yo, we don't get to go outside for 30 minutes? This sucks. And I didn't even give a fuck by the time we had a dance. I'm like, yo, fuck going outside, man. Like, this shit was dope.
Trying to go to the locker
I was
room.
grabbing ass, yo. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. Yo, middle school dances were the shit. The shit. My middle school prom was mad fun, too.
I didn't go to none of them.
That was fun.
I didn't go to the final prom. I didn't go to none of that shit. Are you surprised?
I didn't go to my no. I didn't go to my senior prom either. I didn't. I had a girlfriend my senior year, but I just didn't want to go to prom. I didn't go to my senior picture either. Like they called my mom and they were like, "Hey, like your son just hasn't come to any of the senior pictures, and like we need to put this shit together." So they made me go to Lehigh University. So if you can find the yearbook that I graduated in 03, if you flip through the yearbook, they have everybody's in black and white and they're all like in suits, and there's one color picture, and it's me, and I have a blue fucking shirt on and like a yellow and blue tie. I do not match anybody in my yearbook. And they do the senior picture where like they have the whole senior class there and stuff. Me and
They didn't
John,
just black and white your picture. They were like,
nope, they straight up put me in color. It was last minute. Like I just kept avoiding it, and I just didn't want to go. And me and John skipped our senior
that's
picture.
That's so weird that they didn't change that in the printing.
No, they kept me color because we got a copy of it. It got lost in moving, but yeah, we got a copy of it. My mom's like, "Yo, you were the only picture in color in the senior pictures." I'm like, well, that's kind of fitting, don't you think? It was kind of cool.
You were a person of color.
Made sense. I was a colorful young fellow. I don't know if I probably still have the pictures at home, but I had my high school goatee.
I remember.
No mustache, just the goatee.
Thinly sliced.
Yo, just the way I like it. All right. I was killing it. My hairline was relatively close to what it is now. I'm doing okay on the hairline.
Yeah.
Every time I pull it back, I'm like, yo, it's not really back far, and it looks all right. It's pretty cool.
And you could just take hymns.
That's true. I don't know. I feel like once it goes, I'm gonna go. Jew's dad got it right. He's just been dying his shit for years. Just keep it funky.
Yeah.
Dude, he's in his 60s. He looks fucking great. He said that the other day. I'm like, no fucking way, Steve. He's like, do the math, Aaron. I'm like, all right, you're right. Because I was like here for your 40th birthday. I fucking remember it.
You can stay in shape. You gotta,
Yeah.
just keep it going.
Yeah.
You gotta have a purpose and stick to it.
Oh, the other thing too, like, and my grandfather always said this: stress ages you. It really does. People that are high strung and people that are stressed out, they don't live as long as people that are kind of mellow and just kind of go with it. Because the people that are stressed, you work your heart rate, your blood pressure goes up. You're just overworking yourself for no reason. So like, if you can control that aspect of your life, you'll probably live a little longer because you're not going to stress yourself out as much.
I'm gonna live to like 140.
That's pretty good. I think you're going to do okay. I mean, the genetics in my family are stupid. Like, my grandfather was 92, my grandmother was 93 or 4. My grandmother's sister I can't remember her name because it was so long ago, but she was in her 90s when she died. My Aunt Dot is 88. My Uncle John's 91. Like, it's nuts. Everybody on that side of the family just lives forever.
It's a long time.
Yo, it's crazy. Even my Pop Giroux, his I think grandmother, like, that raised him, she was alive till she was over 100. She was like 102 or 3 when she finally passed.
That's crazy.
Nuts, bro. Nuts.
You think you're old when you're 50? And
Yo.
you're like, shit, I got another 50 years to go.
Try 60 almost. Like, that's crazy. Like, she would have walks every day, and like he would do that too. Like,
Just being like super old.
Yeah.
From like, just think about turning 70 and you're like, I gotta be really old for the next 30 years.
Yeah.
Still.
Yep. Or maybe you're at that point where like, I just want to die already. What the fuck?
Imagine how fast the years go when you're 90.
Do you think they go fast? I feel like they probably go slow.
Terribly fast.
You
They
think?
go fast as shit now.
Yeah.
Dude,
True.
we're about to be in August.
Yeah. True. We're in our late 30s, bro. Well, not late 30s, but mid 30s.
The year
We
just started.
We were like 8 and fucking like 9 just not even that long ago.
I don't remember those years.
No?
No.
I still remember going to your house and playing Rocco on the fucking Super Nintendo and
Yeah, I kind of remember that.
oh my god, dude, I remember all that stuff. I have such a good memory.
But it
I
doesn't
remember so
feel
many
like
things.
that was like just yesterday to me. That feels like a long time ago.
You want to know what's weird? A really weird moment I will never forget. We were down in the basement on 15th Street, and Napster was a real big thing.
Uh-huh.
And you know how we found the I wanna fuck you in the ass? We found that song, right? And we're going through and we were like, yo, Eminem and Redman
Yeah.
off the wall. This is probably one of them fake songs. And then we put it on and it wasn't. And I remember finding that song on Napster in your basement and being like, oh my God, what is this? And there was another song. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it
Napster
was
the shit.
It was. You know what it was? It was that Eminem freestyle with D12 where he's like, I'm a wildebeest and I can seal the peace even after. Yo, that good Eminem. Like, really.
I still have a lot of those songs.
Do you really?
Like the original files from Napster.
Yeah, that's cool because
kept them.
if you, dude, you could put those on your devices and stuff. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have any of that shit anymore. I wish I did.
I have them.
Because I search for those songs, like, and some of the freestyles and shit that we grew up on, they're really hard to find. And if you find them, you can find like a YouTube thing, but I can't save that to where it plays on my fucking Apple. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, you can though.
Can you?
You just gotta download the audio from YouTube and
All
then,
right.
and then put it on your phone.
Well, you're the fucking sound engineer. I'm not. I'll give you some songs I can't find, and then Apple Music is weird too. Like sometimes they have albums, and then there's just certain songs they're just like,
gone.
nope, you can't have that one, and it'll say it,
I don't do
but it'll just
Apple
be
Music,
blacked
so-
out. I like Apple Music because I do the family thing. We can all download all of our own shit. We have like 10,000 songs collectively.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
worth
do that
it.
shit. I want everything. I still buy my shit,
Yeah.
and if I don't buy it, then it's not that important to me to
Yeah.
have. You know what I mean? Like I want the files. I want a CD. I want a record.
They buy
I want
my son buys records, and he usually gets the record CD combo, so he can take the CD and then. But he's smart, like he'll rip it, so he has the digital. He'll keep the hard, and then he'll have the other one. Like,
Gotta keep it hard.
oh, you know it. I mean, shit. The fucking Cadillac has a six disc changer. I told her we
Hell
got.
yeah.
I don't know if we have 6 CDs.
I got mad CDs.
Yeah, I know you do.
I was going through mad shit. Oh my god, my beard got caught in the microphone. I was going through mad CDs, like, because I still have a lot of the mix CDs that we made back in the day.
That's so great. Oh my
So
god,
I ripped.
bro, you got to throw some of those at me. Throw some of
them
those at
I
me.
put on here. I
That's
ripped. I
great.
ripped a bunch of shit.
That's great. Yeah, you got to throw some at me. We had so many good mix CDs, bro. We made so many good playlists. Oh, that's great.
They're on there.
That's awesome.
That's why I still have a lot of our old songs and like,
Yeah,
dude, I'm like a hoarder with shit.
that's
I
great.
keep shit safe. If it wasn't for me, then
I did a lot of.
this shit would just be gone, bro. Like,
that's cool. I did a lot of shit at Gabe's. Like, I think he lost all of his shit. I know he said like he had a lot of it saved, but I think he lost it somehow one time. I know.
I still have Gabe's CDs. I
You
probably
really?
have more of them than him.
Yeah.
I sent him mad files. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yo,
here you
maybe you still have some, dude. I did so much with it. I did like 2 albums at Gabe's, and then we did like a whole O Product album, and then I did shit on Matt Locks and with EB Illest, and oh my gosh, bro, that was a fun time.
Yeah.
That was fun. Like you said, like when you were having fun about making music, and it's hard now because you don't have that same feeling, you know.
Yeah. I'm going to do something. He said these optics are giving me hyper homo vibes.
Just for you, bro. I was hoping you'd tune in.
Yeah, I mean, what's wrong with that? You some kind of bigot?
Yo, if you're still watching, my man, SmackDown's coming to Philly in September. You down? If you are, I'm getting
he's
fucking.
down.
I want to go. Like I haven't been to a show since Battleground or something. Oh no, Elimination Chamber. I went to a pay-per-view.
He's down. He'll rub your nipples
Yeah.
for those tickets.
But I mean, he lives in Maryland, so it's not
Yeah,
as
it's like halfway.
Yeah,
Kinda.
exactly. Yep.
It's kind of halfway.
Yep. But even if he's in town, if you can make it that week, you just ride up with me, and I'm gonna try to get a squad together to go.
Yeah.
But I want to do something. I want to do a concert too. I was looking at going to something. Maybe maybe what is it? Made in America at Ben Franklin.
They're still doing it?
Yep, they're doing
Is
it
this
again
the
this year.
last year?
Nah, they something happened where they were gonna move it.
Yeah, 'cause
and then
their
I guess
contract-
Philly kind of
their
thought about
contract
it, and they
was
were
up.
like, probably should
We're
bring
gonna
you
re-act.
back, and they ended up bringing him back. Yeah.
Their contract was up.
Yeah. But I've always missed it. Like I want to do the Roots Festival. Like I was supposed to go. Did
I
you
went
really?
to like 3 Made in Americas.
Really? Yeah, I want to go. I'm gonna go to a festival like that. Honestly, iHeart Music Fest sounds dope. The lineup this year, and it's in Vegas, but it sounds so. It's like such an eclectic mix of people. Like fucking Journey's gonna be there. Like I wouldn't mind seeing that. Like there's a bunch of different bands that are gonna be there.
Yeah,
and
see, I Made in America.
that'd be
Seen
lit.
The Weeknd, Travis Scott, Future.
Yeah, it's cool, man. That's 3 right there is good.
The year Beyonce was there.
Oh wow, that's crazy, yo. Well, yeah, it's Made in America, so Jay-Z there?
No.
Oh, wow.
There's some other people. I seen a bunch of people.
That's cool. Yeah, concert would be fun, but I'm trying to do some shit, man. I'm trying to have some shit. I want to do something.
Fuck doing something.
Nah, we're doing something.
Let's do nothing.
Yeah, let's do the opposite of something. But
Let's not do anything.
all right, yeah. So next week we'll probably have to do it Friday. I'll let you know when I get to work on Monday. Like the schedule keeps fucking changing. I mean, these are problems I'm having.
It's
man,
being
but
gay.
It's super gay, but
We probably only been doing for like 15 minutes.
we're at an hour already.
Oh, okay. You felt it?
Nah, I seen the time on the Facebook feed. It's right up there underneath our name. It says
Is it?
1 hour. It says 1 hour.
Oh, 1 hour ago.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what that means.
Yeah. You learn something new every day, huh? Oh, yeah. You're right. Hey, real quick, that made me think. Have you ever seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah.
All right, you saw it when you were a kid, right?
Mhm.
Have you rewatched it as an adult?
Maybe.
All right.
Not as like a mature adult.
Okay, rewatch it. It's fucking 1,000 times better. It's one of the rare movies that when you watch it as a kid, you're like, this kicks ass. And when you rewatch it when you're older, it's actually better.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
Okay.
Really good. You have Disney Plus?
No, I'm a
Fuck.
heterosexual.
Okay, well, it's on there if you have it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I have it.
I will just watch it through the magic of
Internet.
illegal
Yep,
internet
illegal streams,
streamings.
baby. Let's get it. But nah, yeah, it's worth a look. That's what I've been redoing. Like, cause I tried to watch some newer movies, and I don't know,
They
man.
suck.
It's really, yeah,
They're really bad.
they're bad. So I'm just rewatching shit from my childhood, and that
We
just popped
finally
into my head.
I don't know if
and-
we talked about this before, but we finally seen a movie with like a good ending. I think we talked about it. It was a movie with Mos Def.
Yeah, you did
I
talk
told you
about
to
it.
watch
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yep. Hereditary was a good movie. That's a scary movie though, but
Is it about incest?
no, it's fucking weird. It's
Oh.
it's.
Then
you
I don't want to watch
You
it.
think it's weird, and then you're like, oh, and it gets weirder. So I liked it. I enjoyed it. There are some, honestly, I hate to say it, but the scary, like creepy movies, the newer ones, those have been good. It's anything outside of that I can't get into. But then again, I fucking love horror movies.
They always just
it's
like
my
they
favorite.
just end, and you're like, what?
Yeah. They all can't end like The Departed, where everybody gets shot in the fucking face.
Well, yeah, no, like a twist ending, you're like, oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good ending. But the way they end movies anymore, you're just like, huh?
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna end?
Mhm.
And not in a good way. Like, you're not like, I wish it ended differently.
Yeah.
Because that's fucked up or something like that. It's like,
Why?
so what did I just watch for the past hour and a half? Why did we watch this? If this is what it came to.
Crazy.
God damn it, Jews.
Do better.
What have you been doing? What are we
Yeah.
giving you all this money for?
For nothing.
Nothing. You can't
Shit.
even entertain us well anymore. So, we got to get rid of you. Once again.
God damn it. That's it. We're doing it again. Redo.
What if that's the thing that sparks the next one? We're just mad at Hollywood movies.
They're terrible anymore.
Gotta go.
Something's got to change.
So we gotta kick them out.
Well, starting another Holocaust
Because
is probably a good way to end
over
our
Harry
show,
Potter.
You know, over Harry Potter movies. Oh boy.
It's a legit reason to me.
You think so?
I think so.
You think it's a good enough reason?
I think that is a good enough reason.
He endorses it. I don't. People. That's about it. Oh my God.
All right.
All right.
We'll see.
All right.
We'll
See you
see.
guys next week.